Hello and thank you for watching this. Here I'm gonna do a review of the Casio desktop calculator MS-20UC. As you can see, it comes in a beautiful box and it looks just like this. It uses both battery and solar energy. It's made out of plastic and has the screen under this plastic screen also, which is an effect that I like a lot. And this is the back of it. It has these parts that allows it to stay very well on the surface. It doesn't have an off button because it automatically goes off after 6 minutes of no use. And actually, for these LCD screens, for this type of screens, it's not an LCD screen, but it's like a crystal screen. These type of screens do not consume energy, but only when things change on the screen. So only when you type it uses energy, not when it's just displaying something, which is nice fact. So now let's go to learn how to use the text function, the time calculation, and the memory. First, we are going to start with learning how to set and use the tax function. So when we calculate the tax, basically we're doing this formula. So to add 15% to 250, we are basically doing this formula. 250 multiplied by 15 divided by 100, which is 37.5. 37.5 represents 15% out of 250. So when we add the 15% tax to 250, that means basically adding 37.5 to 250, which is 287.5. The calculator does this for us automatically, but first we need to set the percentage. Let's start the calculator by pressing on the on button. Now, in order to set the percentage, we need to press on rate set and keep it pressed until this appears on screen. So don't worry, it takes a little while. Now it's 0%, but we want to set it to 15. So we type in the number and then we press again on rate set. And we have noticed that set has disappeared from there. And now the 15% tax percentage is set. So we can go to the start and do our calculation. 250 plus tax, and the total is 287.5, which is what we expected, 287.5. And we also notice that this is the total with tax added. Let's see other examples too. So for other examples, let's say we want to set the tax percentage to 20% and then do 400 plus tax. So 400 plus 20% tax, which should be 80. That is 480. Let's go to start. Let's say we want to change the tax percentage rate to 20. We just type in the number, press on rate set. Now it's set, go to start and do 400 plus tax, and that's 480. Great, it worked well. Now let's try another example. We want to add tax to 473 and our tax is 8.87%. And that would be 41.9551. And the result should be 514.9551. Let's see. But first we need to set the rate. Let's go to start, then keep pressed there. Now disappears. We type in the number, which is 8.87. When we press on rate set, the set disappears, which means the tax percentage is set. And we go to the start, and then I do 473 plus tax. And here we go. It's just what we expected. So the 8.87% tax has been added. That is correct. And that is how we use the tax function. Now let's move on to calculating times. For times, we have this button. Let's see, we want to calculate how much time we have spent working on a task. So for example, if I've worked from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m., that is 3 hours. Let's see, how do I calculate that? So I will subtract 3 p.m. minus 12 p.m. and it should be 3 hours. So this button lets you enter hours, minutes, seconds. So first you enter hours, the hour is 12. Then I press on this button and it asks me to enter the minutes now. So for the minutes, because it's 12 sharp, I have none. Then I press again to move to seconds. So I enter seconds. I put 0 because it's 12 sharp. Okay, that's how you enter an hour. Let's do now 3 p.m. and it takes it as the hour, right? And now it waits for the minutes. It's 3 p.m. sharp, so no minutes. And then I move on to seconds. No, minus 12 sharp. And that is 3 hours. So from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m., it's 3 hours. Great. Let's calculate another example. From 1:25 to 4:25, that's 3 hours as well. And I will extract the largest one. Yeah, I will use minus. This minus this, it should be 3 hours. Let's see. I put on the hour first. I press on the button. It takes it as the hour. Then I add in the minutes, 25. Then I add the seconds, 0. Minus. It was 1:25. So 1 p.m. It takes it as the hour, 25 minutes and 0 seconds. And the result is 3 hours. Great. Let's see another example. From 1:10 to 4:25, that should be 3 hours 15 minutes. I will use this minus that. How do I enter these? Let's see. I do 16. This is the hour, 25 minutes and 0 seconds, minus 1 p.m. It takes it as the hour, 10 minutes. Then I move on to seconds, 0 seconds. And I press equal and it's 3 hours, 15 minutes. Exactly what is supposed to be. Great. So I can calculate how much time has it passed between two times on the clock. But what if I want to see, if I want to add minutes? So 45 minutes plus 27 minutes, that is 1 hour 12 minutes. If I calculate it simply like this, like 45 plus 27, it's 72 minutes. But I want it to be displayed as hours and minutes. Yeah, I want this calculator to do this calculation for me. So for that, I do 0 hour 45 minutes with 0 seconds plus 0 hours, 27 minutes, and 0 seconds. And that is 1 hour and 12 minutes, just like it's supposed to be. Let's also add 1 hour, 13 minutes plus 52 minutes. That should be 2 hours, 5 minutes. Let's go to 0. So I do 1 hour, 13 minutes, 0 seconds, plus 0 hours, 52 minutes, and 0 seconds. And that is 2 hours, 5 minutes. 2 hours, 5 minutes. Okay. But what if I want to see how much time it has passed between two values, between two timestamps, let's say. So we go here and we do 27 minutes minus 12 minutes. So 0 hours, 27 minutes, and 0 seconds minus 12 minutes. 0 seconds, and that is 15 minutes. 15 minutes, just as expected. And now, a tip is that you need to enter a value for the hours. If you put 0, it's not working, right? So if you put 0 and then press on this button, you can work with minutes and seconds. If you have 1 hour, 5 hours, then you start with this: 5 hours, 25 minutes, 21 seconds. Yeah, this is how we enter the times. 4 hours, 10 minutes, 23 seconds. This is how we add. And in calculations, for example, if I add 1 hour and 21 minutes plus 0 hours, 10 minutes, and that's it, I can press equal, and I can press on the operations without filling in the seconds. It will fill it for me with 0. And the calculator fills it for me with 0 if I don't fill in anything there. I like that. Yes, so what I mean is 1 hour, 41 minutes. And if I don't fill in anymore the seconds, when I press on plus or on minus or on whatever operation, it will fill in automatically for me with 0. And that's a nice feature, I think. That is how we work with time. So you can actually calculate between actual times on the clock, or to see how minutes added together, how many hours are they, and how many minutes and how many seconds, to display it as a time. And also you can calculate differences between time values. Great. Now let's move on to the last function, which is the memory. So for example, if I want to calculate 20 plus 10, and then have this result, have this subtotal be saved in the memory, then I want to calculate something else. I want that subtotal to be saved to the memory and be added to what's already in there. Then if I want to do another calculation and have that subtotal to be added to what's in the memory, and then see at the end the grand total from the memory. This is how we proceed. So we have 20 plus 10 first. So I do 20 plus 10 and I add it to the memory. And you can see it's 30 and it has been added to the memory. Then I want to do 15 plus 10. So I just do 15 plus 10 and I add it to the memory. And then I can see it's 25 and it was added to the memory. Then I want to do 40 plus 10 and add it to the memory. 40 plus 10 and add it to the memory, and it's 50. That is my subtotal, and it was added to the memory. And now I want to see what is the grand total from the memory. And for that I need to press the MRC button, which comes from memory recall. Let's recall what's in the memory. it's 105. If I want to delete this memory, I press on MRC again, and I can see that the little m there has disappeared. And that means that there's nothing in the memory now. So that's how you use the memory function as well. And now the screen will turn off by itself after about 6 minutes, I think. Well, this is the calculator. Pretty and stylish. I like it, and I hope you understood what I meant here. And you can try your own calculations and feel free to explore.